We are now clear? Yes, everyone clear now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
But ma'am,
Only
press
right
is-
side one. Only
yes,
one
ma'am, yes, ma'am.
touch.
It's okay.
Yeah. That you will find. I can't remove that. If possible, I will try to see that. Yeah, we already discussed regarding this searching techniques. One is linear search. What is linear search here? Yes, what is linear search?
It will start searching from A0, A1 and
Yeah, it will be start searching from first to last, isn't it? If suppose any element is found which you are searching for, that will be displayed. We already have seen what is this different techniques also we have seen regarding that, and we have started what is the sorting techniques also, right? So what is mean by sorting? What
I
is
mean,
mean by
ascending
sorting?
order.
Yeah, we
Ma'am,
are going to arrange our data in either ascending order or descending order. We are having more number of sorting techniques, but what we are going to discuss only selection sort, insertion sort, bubble sort. Okay, so coming to sorting the numbers using selection sort. Here selection sort is nothing but what we do here is, just a minute. Yeah, in this selection sort, what is my idea is, previously what happened in searching techniques? We have searched. Coming to sorting techniques, if suppose some elements are there in an array, they are going to be ordered by using this. Okay, some numbers are there in this way. Already this is sorted one. So did you remember binary search? In that binary search, what is the main prerequisite you have to remember?
to sort.
Sorted array.
We have to give
Yeah,
ma'am.
we have to give only sorted numbers. Otherwise,
Yes,
your what will happen? It will give wrong output. So here in this algorithm, what we do is, okay, here already I have written sortedly. Okay, I will write unsorted list. Suppose, yeah, some elements are there in this way. So this should be what is this coming in this sorted list. So what will be now my sorted list? Yes, what will be the sorted list? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9. This is my sorted list, right? This is my input, this is my output. So how these are going to be sorted in the selection sort means, first of all, it will find the smallest element. From this, it will start from this first number, and it will fix this as minimum. Okay, the first number is going to be fixed as minimum, and with that minimum, it is checking for other numbers. It is checking with other numbers. For example, we'll see with an example. See here how this selection sort is working is, set the first element, whatever the element in the array, whatever the first element in the array is set to be as minimum. This is the first working of selection sort. Next, what we are doing, that minimum number which is set, that is compared with second element. That is compared with second element. If the second element is smaller than minimum, okay, if the second element is smaller than minimum, assign the second element as minimum, or else leave there itself. In the same way, we are going to compare the minimum element with third element. Again, if the third element is smaller, then assign minimum to that number. After each iteration, minimum should be placed in front of the unsorted list. So we'll see with an example now. Yeah, first of all, I'm going to take one example. What is this number? 64, 25, 12, 22, 11. So now what is my first statement here? What is my first statement in working of selection sort? The first element is set to be minimum. So I will write now here minimum equal to 64. Okay, I will write here minimum equal to 64. So now what I have to do?
check the next
Three
element.
people are joining. So you are getting some disturbance right here, top of the screen. Someone
Yes.
is joining. You are getting.
Yes.
Someone
Yes,
is
ma'am.
joining.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why I told to join fastly. And it is also disturbance for me. Why? Because I have to let them in. Yeah. First of all, what is my statement? What is the first working statement? 64 is said to be minimum. Now compare. Now compare what? Compare minimum with the second element. Now comparison. 64, 25 greater than or less than?
Less than.
Greater than.
64 is greater than 25, right?
Yes.
So now what we have to do? 64 is greater than 25. Now this element I have to make it as minimum. Suppose here 75 is there, for example. What do you have to do then? Just leave it and go to the next element. Now here 64 is greater than 25. Now I am making this element as minimum. Okay. Now minimum is assigned to second element. Again now what you have to do? Again what you have to do now? Nothing but 25. Now what is my minimum element? It is 25. Now I am checking 25, 12 greater than or less than? Yeah, 25 is greater than 12. So now change this to minimum. Now what is my minimum element?
12.
Yeah, 12. Again what should I do now?
It will again check with 22.
Yeah, it will again check with now 22. Now 12 is
Compare with
greater
the
than
next.
22?
No, ma'am, less
Less
than
than.
20.
No. So now this is left
Less
like this. And now minimum is 12. Still it is 12 only. Now this is leaving idle. Nothing operation we are doing. Now minimum is 12. Again checking with 11. 12 is greater than 11. Now what is my element?
11.
Now what is 11? Now one of the iteration completed. Up to here, one of the iteration completed. Now what should I do this 11? I
Again check
should?
with 64.
No. This is one iteration completed. Up from here we are going to checking now. Yeah. After checking now, after first iteration, what happened? My minimum value is 11. Now place at the starting point of the array and remaining as it is 64, 25, 12, 22, 11. Clear?
11
In
by
this
two
way you will
times.
get actually 11?
Yes.
Sorry,
11
yes,
two
yes.
times.
Not 11, not 11. Okay. Now you have to compare. Okay, up to here clear everyone? Comparison clear?
It is swapping with ma'am.
Yeah,
First
that's
element.
what I want to say still.
Yes, ma'am.
Comparison clear now everyone? So whenever it is compared, it is also swapped. You can see here how it is swapped. 25, 12, 22, 64. This one. 64 is placed at the end. And in the next one, you can see. Can anyone say the next one? Now what will be my minimum element?
25. Still.
Yeah, why? Because now we will not check from 11. Why? Because already my iteration completed, I'll not check 11. Isn't it? Now what is my minimum element?
25.
64.
Yeah,
25.
25. Again, 25 is to be checked with 12. Whether it is greater than or less than. 25 is greater than or less than 12. It is greater than.
Greater than.
Again, minimum is set to 12. Now it is again checking. 12 is greater than 22? No. So leaving idle. So again this is checking 12 is greater than 64?
No.
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 So now minimum element after this iteration, what is my minimum element?
12.
12.
Yeah, 12 is placed at the after 11. You can see in the next statement. Yeah, 12 is placed here in the second position and the second position is swapped to minimum element.
Minimum element.
Can you say me the next sorted line here?
From 25 onwards.
Now,
It's
yeah,
11,
now my
12,
minimum value
22.
is 25. Minimum is
22, ma'am.
no,
Okay, yes, ma'am.
in this
Yes, ma'am, yes,
iteration,
ma'am.
25.
Yes,
Again, check with 22. Once you check and say me the next one.
Ma'am, it
22.
will check 25, will create 22 or not.
Yeah, what are my values?
11, 12,
12,
12,
22,
22,
22, 25, 64,
25,
right?
64. Yes, ma'am.
24.
Yes, clear? Everyone is clear with the selection sort? Where it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
swapping,
Yes,
did
ma'am.
you find? Where it is swapping,
Yes,
did you
ma'am.
find?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
how
Only
Here,
64
element,
came to
ma'am.
last place?
Only if the last number is smallest, ma'am, then.
Not like that. How 64 is? Someone asked here.
How 64 came to last place, man? In the
Yeah,
second step?
here. In the second stage, not here only. After complete, here 11 is the minimum one, no? So minimum should be placed at the first place. So what then? If I place here, this will
Interchange.
be deleted. Swapping. Just I'm swapping. That's why I'm asking. Did you get how you are going to swap? Now,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
example, here
And basically, we have to, ma'am, swap to first element only.
first element. Here second element will be swapped. Here third element will be swapped. Next fourth
Means, ma'am,
element will be swapped.
okay, ma'am.
Now see here. Finally, we are getting the list. So here sorted sublist I have written, that is nothing. Sorted sublist is every time one list is doing. See here 11, 11, 12, 11, 12, 22, 11, 12, 22, 25, 11, 12, everything has been swapped now. So did you remember how it is swapping?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everyone
Study
clear?
variable, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
then
ma'am.
now you have to what is that? Write the program or say me that program. He's still joining. Yeah. Now say me what all. Actually, first say me the logic. I think no need to mention what all the elements we require, isn't it? So array, I value, j value, something. We don't require anything. I think
Hmm.
you can do, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now say me the direct loop, or else otherwise we'll declare what is there in that. First of all, I will go for array of suppose 10 elements I'm going to take or 5 elements I'm going to take, and what all I require still. What all I require?
I
Yeah, I equal to 0. Why? Because my array starts with 0. Next, I'm swapping. For swapping purpose, I
Age
require
equal to-
temporary variable. Next,
Minimum.
Minimum.
yeah, minimum or location I will take as some p. Next, I'm going to take for another iteration, I will take j. Okay, so you know everything. What is this? C out and one n also. Yeah, you know this C out, you will enter some statements, isn't it? And C in, that is taken to N. N is nothing but how many elements here it will ask. Isn't it? How many numbers you want to sort. Next again you will write some C out, enter the elements. Isn't it? Next C in. You will write C in or for loop?
For loop, ma'am.
Yeah, you will write one for loop. What is that? I equal to 0, I less than N. Something you will write. This already we have seen, right? And next you will write A of I. Up to here now elements entered. Here it is asking
What if
how many. Yeah,
what if n greater than 10, ma'am?
it will not take, it will give you error. First of all, here when you are entering up to 10 only it will take. Why? Because here we are mentioning I is less than n, right? It starts with 0 and less than n. That means 0 to 9 only it will take. After pressing the last number, directly output will be displayed. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Now what is my statement I have to write now? How we are going to start now? How we have to start?
Again loop.
Yeah, again for loop. In that for loop, what will you write? Our sorting starts with
Again,
first number, right? And ends with
yeah.
last number.
Yes.
This is for sorting I'm using. Next thing. What is the next thing?
Minimum equal to A of
Yeah,
I.
minimum here I
use
have
this
written
as
P, right? This is for minimum, setting minimum.
Okay.
Yeah.
P.
So P equal to what I should
A of
write?
I.
Instead of A of I, if I write I, what will happen? Now because if P
Location will be stored.
location is stored, that means P equal to I means here, now P value is 0. Isn't it? The first value. Suppose 5 numbers I'm taking 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Isn't it? Now what should I do? Now P is set as 5. Okay. Or the location it is set. You can write here location, only location I am setting now. Minimum. Minimum equal to 0. I have taken 0 means 0 location. Now what should I do now? Next what
Loop
should I do? Yeah, loop
again
for
on
what?
for 1 to 4 index
Yeah, we have
and
to,
compare them.
for comparison purpose, we have to take a loop. I am going to take a variable called j. So what should I
J
take here?
equal to
J
I
equal
plus
to
1.
why I plus 1? Okay, that is true, but why I plus 1? Can anyone say?
Because then it is
Comparing
going
the next
to comparing with
Yeah,
next
we
element.
have to compare with the next element, na? So that is nothing but I plus 1. So I will take I plus 1. Next,
less than
again,
n
same thing, j is less than n.
j
Again,
plus
you have
plus.
to increment. Up to where you have to increment then? Okay, now j equal to this one. Now what happened here? Here it is entered into this array. Here my location equal to 0. So now minimum is set to 5, for example. Next, now it is entered. Now it is checking with 4. 5 is less than or greater than. It is checking this condition. So how we have to check this condition now?
If
Yeah, if you have to take one.
A of P is
Or I can say if A of j is less than A of P.
J.
Or else you can write A of P is greater than A of j. Whatever you want, you can write the condition. Now suppose if A of j is less than A of P, that means A of j here is 4. 4 is less than 5. Then what should I do?
P equal to J.
Yeah, that is directly you can write P equal to j. That means we are changing the minimum value to 4. Now my minimum value became 4. Isn't it? Next, what should I do now? In the same way, it is going on continuing in this loop, right? Now finished. Up to here completed. Now what should I do? Everything I have checked now. First iteration completed. Now 4 is checked with 3. If 3, suppose if 3 is less than
Swapping.
4. Yeah, swapping we have to
Swapping with the
take.
last element.
Yeah, swapping with the last element. Either you can go for swap function. You can declare swap function. And you can, what is that? You can declare either swap function. Did you remember functions? Or else directly you can
Yes.
write the function here. How you have to take now? Now I am going to take a of I value into temporary value. Next what should I take?
Yeah, is equal
A
to
of
Yeah, a of
A
I
of
equal
P.
to a of p. That means the location minimum number I am storing to the first value. So what is here? For example, a of I is 0. Now a of 0 equal to 5 is there. Now what will be my minimum element here? So 4 is compared
A
with
of P equal
3.
to temp.
So finally I'll get the 1 value, right? So now a of 3, isn't it? Now these two will be swapped. So that is nothing but here I am writing the same statements. Yes, clear everyone? And
Yes.
next one,
Yes,
see out statement for what is that? Displaying the array. Again we have to display array. That's why I will write for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. And I will write what? See out statement a of I. That's it. Yes, clear everyone? This program.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear.
Everyone is clear with this selection sort?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am means like I did not get that swapping one, ma'am. Means one is the minimum one. With which two numbers will swap then?
See now 1 is here minimum in the first iteration, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So first iteration, no, so it should be stored in the first location or not?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why this is swapping. If suppose now what is the next element you have to get 2, no?
Yes, ma'am. 2.
Yeah, this 2 should be which element?
Second one.
Now 4 and 2 will be swapped.
Okay, ma'am. Good.
Clear? Which is the second element? Second iteration means second element you are finding, right? So it is swapped with second element. Now third iteration. At the third iteration, what is the minimum value you have found? That should be placed in third array. Sorry, third element. Yes, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is the algorithm given. See, I am sending for many programs algorithms. Please you read those things. Okay. That is nothing but what is algorithm, you know. Here the program is. You can write either this way or else you can use by using functions also. You can use here swap function. Here swap function you can use. You can call that everything you know, right? And coming to the next sorting technique called as bubble sort. So here bubble sort is nothing but this is also one of the sorting technique. But what does it do is, see here, starts at one end of the array and make repeated scans through the list comparing successive pairs. Okay, if the first element is larger than the second, then the values are swapped. This is called nothing but inversion. Previously what we have done, one element is said to be minimum, and if that is greater, what we are doing, minimum value is going to be changed to the other element, right? But here what we are doing is we are searching what is that successive pairs, and we are swapping there itself. Now previously here what happened here previously? Now here 25 is greater than 12. Now 12 we have kept as minimum, right? But in the next sorting technique, nothing but these two will be swapped. There it will be swapped. Okay, need to get it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And next this is also called as sinking sort. Why sinking sort? That is nothing but, you know, bubble and sinking. So here gradually bubbling their way upward to the top of the array like air bubbles. How the air bubbles will be there in the water? Air bubbles will be at the top of the water, right? And larger weight, they will sink. In the same way, in the array, the first, that means sorting now, smaller value will be at the starting and the higher value will be at the ending. That is why it is called sinking sort. No need to worry about this statement. Just you remember this bubble sort. What it is doing, you have to remember. That's it. Yeah, shall we see the program? Sorry, how
Yes.
that will happen? Here my
Please.
first example is I'm taking some elements 3, 5, 2, 6, 8, 1, 9. Okay, now what will happen according to my idea? First of all, what we have to do?
Comparison of 3 and 5.
Yeah, comparison
Just
and
according to
of
the
3 and 5 will be happen. So for example, 3 is greater than 5 or 3 is less than 5?
3 is less
3 is less
Yeah.
than 5. So it will be staying as it is. Now what will happen?
5 and 2.
Yeah, 5 and 2 are
5
going
and
to
2.
be compared. Now 5 and 2.
Compared.
5 is greater than or less than?
Greater than.
5 is greater than. When this greater than condition is coming, so what we have to do?
Swapping.
Swapping.
Yeah, we have to swap. Now what will be my next statement here?
3, 2.
Comparison 5 and 6.
Yeah, 3, 2. Swapped na? After swapping only going for the next statement. After swapping, it is going to compare 5 and 6. Now 5 is greater than 6?
No, ma'am.
No. So
No.
as it is will be there. So what next will happen?
6 and 8.
Comparison 6 and 8.
Comparison of 6 and 8. Again what will happen? Same thing. Well, because 6 is less than 8, it will stay there itself. Again 8 and 1. 8 and 1 will be swapped now. Why? Because 8 is greater than 1. Now what is my value? You can see here. 1 and 8 will be swapped. 9. Isn't it? Now next 1 and 8 swapped. What is the next one? However, there is no swapping here. Why? Because 8 is less than 9. Isn't it? Now one of the iteration completed up to here. Next iteration again starts with 3, 2, 2, 3. Yes, clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you say me the next statement?
Yes, ma'am.
No change, ma'am. 5, 6 comparison also no change. 5 and 6 no change, ma'am.
Yeah.
No change until 1 comes to the first place.
Yes, ma'am.
Still someone is joining. Why I don't understand. Why to join after half an hour? Yeah, now what is my next statement here? Up to where you told? Up to
Yes,
1
ma'am.
ending.
There one swaps with 6.
Yeah. In the same way, totally it is going to be done. See here. So can you say me the logic now? How to write the logic for this? Only logic. Only for this purpose. Here. How this is going to be changed and when it is going to be swapped. Okay, swapping is common. Swapping now you know. How to swap you know. So where to swap, when to swap, and what are the conditions for swapping.
Ma'am,
Now
how many
here,
times this will go? Comparison.
up to ending. Up to you, 1 should be coming here. All
How the
iterations.
compiler?
Iterations. I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus 1 iteration is there na. So whenever I value is, now here first iteration completed, second iteration, third iteration. Up to where? Up to n. It is going on comparing. And finally, again we are writing some na. What is that? A of I greater than A of something. You are writing here, no? That time it is going to exit. See the next statement. Can you say me the next statement now?
Ma'am,
Now
but what
two,
did you find the difference, ma'am, between that selection and this bubble one?
here directly it is swapping na. There only minimum value is changing. Only after first iteration it is swapping. Oh, that means only after iterations it is going to be swapped. But
Okay,
here,
ma'am.
whenever it is finding lesserment, there only it is swapping.
Okay, ma'am, understood.
Yeah, now what is my second statement after this statement? Now it is checking 2 and 3. 3 greater or 2 greater? 3 is greater. No need to swap. Now what is the next statement? It is checking with 1. So it is swapped. Isn't it? It is swapped. What is the next statement? It is checking for 3 and 5. 2 and 1 finished. Yeah, it is going on checking in that way. Why? Because this is already swapped. It is checking there, but we did not mention here. Yeah, 2 and 1 finished. Everything has been swapped now. Now, can anyone say the? It not give some spaces. Okay. Can anyone say me the logic for this? You can see here directly I have kept one logic. Only logic I have written here. This you know, swapping, isn't it? And what is the purpose of this statement? What is the purpose of this statement? Can say? Huh?
Just to compare after the next element.
Yeah. In the same way, previously we have taken now. What is that? Same for loops, but only small changes here. This one. If
N
you
minus
use
one.
n minus I also you'll get, but sometimes it is getting some error. So better to use n minus I minus 1 so that it is going to compare the array easily. Now some elements we have taken now. So it is going to compare with this. If it is greater than, if this number is greater than, that means if a of 0 is greater than a of 1, what we have to do? What
Swap.
we have to do? Yeah,
Swapping.
you are swapping with A of 0 and A of 1 are going to be swapped by using this swapping technique. Yes, clear? Shall I show you
Yes.
the execution? Same thing. That
Means
I'm
inside the if statement only the swapping takes place. Okay.
Yeah. If you change the for loop again, you will miss everything. Okay. So I will show you the execution.
मैसेज कर रहा है.
There's something you're saying.
Nothing, ma'am. Nothing.
Yeah, can you see this Dev C++? Or only you are able to see this one?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's visible.
Can you see the program?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, previously you asked, na, what is this? Here I have taken some same program which we have written now. See, I will execute now, you can see. So what is this? Enter a number.
Size,
See
ma'am.
here,
Size of
enter
array.
a
Number
number.
elements.
You have to enter how many numbers you want to sort. For example, I am entering 5. That is taken by using the cin that everyone know. Now I want to enter my values. Send me some values or else I will enter 5. See now, here I have taken 5 values, right? I used to be, are you listening? Yeah, you only know asked if I take more than 10.
No, ma'am, I didn't ask that.
Okay, then
Harsh
someone
Raj-
asked,
Harsh
okay?
Raj did. Harsh Raj.
Okay. Okay. So someone asked me if suppose if they enter greater than 5 here. See here how many numbers I have entered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I press enter, what will happen now? Will it take any number?
Ma'am, I'm asking that in the code you took A of 100. What if you
No
write
problem.
A 101? 101
No
either.
problem. No problem.
Enter the numbers.
See, finished. I did not get you. Harshraj, again you say me. Here I have
Means,
taken
hmm.
A
In the
of
code
100.
you have wrote A of 100. No?
Yeah.
What if
So
you
what
write
will
A of
happen
4
only?
and execute this
Okay,
again?
it will give some error.
That was I.
Okay. Why? Because if I write here A of 100 memory locations are going to be created in the memory. So how much we require, we are going to use. Okay. If not, we will see now here. If I take, for example, so what is the error also you will understand. Na? Now here I will take 5. This is your doubt, right? Yes, Harshraj?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, now this is your doubt, right? There you have considered 4 and here you are entering 5. So some compilers may take for 4 values and they give the output, or else some compilers may give the error. Here it will ask some numbers. It is declared. So only one number,
It is
so it
taking
may be
5
taken.
values. No?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some compilers will give some error, or else it will go for only 4 numbers, or else it will do. But the locations are going to be declared that one only. Based on the compilers. No
Ma'am,
need
there
to
we
worry
wrote
this.
A of 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
saying. Some compilers,
means
based on the compilers also
there
it will change.
there are 5 elements. Na? A0, A1, A2, A3, A4. That why this might be happening. What if we do A of 3?
See, that
Then
is
it
based
might.
on the compilers. Once you check with your compiler also. But I hope
Okay.
everyone is using Dev C++ only. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Means A of 4 means there will be 5 elements. No?
Yeah. Yes, you are true. So you can check once. And bubble sort also I have written here. You can see this execution also same thing you will get. So some values are going to be entered. So you are getting. I have taken here space. You can find here line number 25. So I am getting the spaces here. So did you try any time by using some spaces in that way? If I ask you to write some sorted array by using some spaces, so what you have to do? Yes, what you have to do?
Maybe give them a space between semicolon.
Yeah. Yes, everyone is clear. These two sorting techniques.
Ma'am, can we use same digit twice
Yes.
right in the same session?
Yes. Can you say me again?
Can we use same digits twice right in the same session?
Yeah, you can use. So what is output also you say me after using. See, when you are working in your lab, you have to try all these things. Okay. So what will happen if you give less numbers? What will happen if you give any other different symbols in your code? So sometimes in the exams we may ask you, if suppose I use, what is that? Some ampersand or some star symbol in for loop. So that also you have to find. So I gave you some work, right? Did you complete that work? Completed or not?
Which work?
Which work? I gave you 2 to 3 works last week. Not last week, before last week. No, did not remember. Flag value I asked.
Making copy.
Yeah, flag value
Yes.
and
Yes,
Boolean data value. Not remembered. Isn't it?